welcome back to the channel. We have another mini haul of meat and some other things. The other day we took our little girl to see Santa, and of course it was a B&M shop nearby, so I couldn't let it go, so we have to go in and pick up some bits and pieces. Haven't been in B&M for a really long time, and well, it was there, so I needed to go. So I was going to share with you a couple of bits in here, which I think some bits are actually really good, date-wise and the price-wise. So I'm going to start with Spam. I think I only got like 2 packets of Spam. I've been concentrating on buying like other tin hams and things like this, and for some reason I kind of assumed that the Spam is too, I remember eating it, a little bit worse of a like processed meat than this processed meat, but nonetheless, my husband likes it. So anyway, they had multiples of packs of 2 for £3.09, which I think was an okay. And the date on this is September 25. So I picked up a couple, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. They already packaged this in tuna cardboard, so they're easy to stack them up as well. I've seen those, right? Napolino is one of the like premium brands really of the tomato sauces and things like that. This one was there, 50p, garlic and basil for 430 grams. It's really good deal, but the date of this one is March 23. So it kind of got like 3 months until the date. Of course it will last past their date a bit further. However, because they're really nice and tasty, I'll probably end up using them sooner rather than later anyway. But it was only 2 left on the shelf, so of course I just thought, well, can't leave poor 2 alone, so... Right, they had this peck pork and it was 185, which is pretty much, I think, the average of those ones. And considering this also a bigger pack, and I'm pretty sure Tesco's, as the normal one, is £2 still, but 185 for a bigger one, it's kind of good. And the date is February 25, so that's also very good comparing to the other dates when I've bought. So that means I have to now dig them all out and put those ones to the back because they're the longest ones, which is quite surprisingly for like a discounted supermarket. Right, next thing I got is a Fray Bentos stewed steak. Stewed steaks are expensive anyway, and this one was £2.20, so I only got 2. I haven't tried this one, not the Fray Bentos one, but the cheap versions are okay, and they are pretty much the same price. And the date on this one is 8/25, so this is really, really good. I picked up some of those. I bought them before from, what was it? Home, oh, whatever. Anyway, I can't remember the shop, but I've been buying them anyway. I see them anyway. So this one was a little bit dearer, 129. Again, they haven't had a lot. They had probably about 10 of them. I've picked up 6 just because I picked up 6, and I shall add this to my pile. And the date is end of 23, so it's not the longest one. However, I still got a year. So long as we rotate the stock, then it's not a problem at all. Right, beans, guys. Right, I've noticed obviously the prices of beans in tins have gone up quite a bit. And they are pretty much averaging around 75 to 90 pence, sometimes more. Well, I found they have the butter beans and the chickpeas, and they were 59p a tin, so I'm like, okay, that's good. And the dates, well, I'm really amazed actually. This one is the end of 24, and this is the end of 24. Again, for discount supermarket, that's pretty good. And quite often I don't see chickpeas in the tins in supermarkets anyway. We are meant to be having shortages of chickpeas already, and I know trying to find dry chickpeas is a little bit challenging at the moment, not as easy as it was. You can still get them, but not as easy. Anyway, so they only had literally a few tins left, so I've got myself 6 of the chickpeas, and I bought 4 of the butter beans. Butter beans are amazing. Like, you can make them, mix them up with some tomato sauce, fresh peppers, and you can like do a fish dish, but the fresh fish. Of course, you may be able to do with tuna, but nonetheless, different story. Butter beans are a really great thing to have, and the butter beans are quite expensive when you buy them dry. So when I've seen those for 59p, I couldn't leave them there. Okay, I picked up 4 of the corned beef. Price is £2.20, which is an average at the moment for a smart price, like the supermarket version. So that was okay. 340 grams, £2.20, and the dated on that is 2027. So this is actually, I think, the longest. I think the one I had from Tesco's was like 26. This is mid 27, like mid 27. This is a long time, and it's going to last past that by far. Right, okay. I picked up a couple of fruit cocktails. I've noticed, right, guys, this is was 110, which is kind of quite a lot, but tin of pineapple now it's £1. So I can't seem to find like fruit cocktails of budget brand anyway, like anywhere. Princesses, you get to see them somewhere sometimes, but not literally in all supermarkets. So the budget brands of fruit cocktails definitely disappeared in all the supermarkets. Again, relative to my area, you might find some that's great if you do. I would like to know how much they cost if they are a budget ones, but £1.10, I think it's a lot. I only got 2, but it's kind of handy to have a couple of those, I suppose, as a mixed fruit, so I just picked them up. Right, this one was just the tea. That was £1, I think, for 20 tea bags. It's probably quite a lot, but somebody fancied some Earl Grey, so we just picked them up. Nothing to do really with stocking up or stockpiling, but we're just going to drink them anyway. I found this, and I was rather happy with this. £2.20 for peanut butter. This one is a 700 grams. I've paid, do you remember me whinging? At Tesco's, I think £2.20, you get like a smaller one. This one is a big one, so I'm really happy. I bought one. Date on them is like October 23, so quite a long date. I do have a few already that I bought from Tesco's, unfortunately, but again, because it was there and it was cheap, I've got one. So here we are. Coconut oil, that was a good one. £1.50, 300 millilitres. Well, a little tab, so, and it's got February 24, so it's got long date, and we know coconut oil will last pretty much indefinitely if it's stored properly. So £1.50, I'm quite happy with that. Right, those things here, there's this little paste. I've got chicken paste and the beef paste. And I know the Princess's one, they're quite expensive. I think they're pushing £1 in like Tesco's and supermarkets or the other supermarkets. The date on this is August 25, and that was a 59p. Because I'm pretty sure in main supermarkets, the budget brands are about 59, 69 pence. So for the branded one, that was really good. So I only bought one because I'm not really keen on those as such. I prefer to make, hear me, a pate, if you're desperate, from one of those tins. And I will show you a recipe if you want to know. It's the most amazing thing to produce a pate from something that you just think it's just to be added on or just eaten by itself in a sandwich. So let me know if you want to see the recipe, and yeah, comment below, please. So yeah, they're 25 chicken paste. I haven't tried the chicken paste, but I can imagine it's probably going to have the same effect on me as the other paste. I find them a little bit grainy, but I've got some anyway. It's cheap, and I'm sure I can find a way of adding them on maybe to soups or stews, I don't know, but I just got some. Right, this thing, guys, right, this is one of the things I'm really happy with. Ramen noodles or instant noodles, okay, in B&M they were 35 pence, and they had 4 different varieties of flavours, which was absolutely great. In Tesco's or Asda's they're 32 pence. However, the dates there are really short, and they're not particularly the nicest of noodles. However, this one here, the dated is February 24. So for a noodle that's in a pack like this, to have over a year date, it's really impressive. I picked up 4 of them because I do have a lot of noodles anyway, but I just thought that was absolutely amazing, and they're worth the buy up anyway. So here we are. And this is kind of to go into our little sweetie pile. Whether they're going to last until such situation when we're desperate for chocolate, I don't know. End of 23, the little choc nibbles, something more like a nostalgic thing from, you know, years back. They're £1 for how many grams? Sorry, should have looked earlier. Don't know, it's not a lot. It's £1 for not a lot, however. It doesn't tell you. Oh my goodness. Why would it not tell me? It's probably like a couple hundred grams, 150 grams or something. So yeah, they're £1 each, and somebody wanted those sweets. Resins, wherever they are, 135 grams, they're £1 as well. Again, it's not something to do with the stockpiling or stocking up on sweet stuff. However, as we're saying, like as a preppers, we just get the stuff. If it's good, if it's interesting, it's something different, then we just put it in the cupboard and we eat it as and when we choose to, or keep it. It's up to you. And also, I just wanted to say thank you to some of my viewers. I was after the jars to put all my grains and everything, and I didn't know where to get them cheaply, so somebody suggested the Poundland. So I popped into Poundland the other day and I picked up a couple of big ones, and I had the 2-litre jars for £1.50. They only had like 6 left, so I bought some of them, and then I bought 1.5 litre for the big ones were £2, the smaller ones, medium ones, £1.50. So I picked up about 8 or 9 in total. And obviously when I got home, I realised that I could have probably done with more. So we popped in the other day, and they didn't have any big ones, but they have this size, which is, I think, is a litre. Yeah, 1 litre, £4. So I just wanted to say thank you for whoever suggested Poundland. I will have to drive to other Poundland to pick up some more jars. They're not, the quality-wise, obviously it's a glass jar. They're, the mechanism, would you say, probably not as tight as like the Kilner's jars. However, for the dry goods, it is airtight, and Daniel said he can make me some adjustments to make them a little bit tighter. So I'm really happy with this. So whilst I was there, I popped in and picked up, I think they only had 9 left, so I just got them. So anyway, so thank you very much. So here we are, guys. So this is that. It wasn't particularly the big one, but it still nonetheless costed me like pretty much pushing, I think 70 quid for the meat and all this, which is kind of a lot of money. But again, I was lacking the meat, so I'm just buying it whilst I can and putting it away. So anyway, guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. For all of you who haven't watched the channel, have a look. My channel is all about prepping, cooking, and basically preparing for the times ahead. And yes, don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.